Our top story this morning, of course, last night's big presidential debate. Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump meeting on the stage down in Philadelphia.
Yeah, they had a handshake kicking off the first meeting between the former president and the vice president. But that 90-minute debate soon turned to a sparring match over issues like the economy, abortion, and immigration.
Destroyed the fabric of our country. Millions of people let in.
What we have in the former president is someone who would prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem.
Man, do you ever sleep?
After the debate, Vice President Harris greeted supporters at an event in Philadelphia. Former President Trump claiming victory while speaking to reporters.
All right, we've got Mercer Harris University political analyst Dr. Joe Morris in-house this morning. He's been helping us break down the campaign for a while now. And, of course, the big debate last night. Joe, we'll get to who perhaps you think won, but let's talk first about that group of Erie County voters that CNN assembled up on the campus of Mercer Harris University to kind of track how they were feeling during the debate. How did that all go down?
Yeah, it's just one more piece of evidence just how important Erie is in this presidential election. It looked like it was a really interesting panel. You had voters that were undecided, but as their responses suggested, some leaned toward Donald Trump, some leaned toward Kamala Harris.
Sure.
At the end of the day, though, I think voters were impressed with what they saw from Kamala Harris. And we have to remember that voters, by and large, across the United States, still want information about Harris. They still don't feel like they know her as well as they would like. So this was a great opportunity for people to learn about her quite a bit.
Stark contrasts, obviously, between the two candidates. But can you talk about how those potentially helped or hurt either Donald Trump or Kamala Harris?
Well, I think last night's debate was a win for democracy. We've seen some absolutely awful presidential debates in the last few years. This debate I would not put in that awful category. In fact, I thought it was quite good at explaining to people the differences between the candidates. Last night, I think we had the clearest picture of the different directions the candidates want to take the nation. So I think overall it was really good for Americans.
Any key moments, key takeaways from you as far as last night's debate goes?
Oh, I think there were too many to name here. There were quite a few. What we saw, I think, and Kamala Harris did very well, was to take control of the debate and say, look, this is the direction we're going to go. I'm going to dictate the pace and the tempo of this. And she really got under Donald Trump's skin. I think that's notable. Donald Trump, on the other hand, did exactly what we expect Donald Trump to do. And he spoke in a way that I think really appealed to his base, but I'm not sure got a lot of new independent voters into his camp.
All right, now we saw just a snippet of video of pop star Taylor Swift a moment ago, and she's now making news post-debate, coming out and formally endorsing Kamala Harris. Impact, in your mind, of that endorsement?
Well, Kamala Harris has always been seen as the kind of holy grail of endorsements. If you can get Kamala Harris, you're doing really
Taylor
well.
Swift, yeah.
I'm sorry, Taylor Swift.
Joe's been up all night, okay?
It's been a busy night. But Taylor Swift has always been seen as the holy grail.
Sure.
So if she takes steps to really support Harris's campaign, this could be a real game changer. She has hundreds of millions of fans around the world and in the United States. And these people are really dedicated to her. They listen to what she says.
All right, Joe Morris is going to stick around for more debate breakdown coming up in the next half hour. We'll talk about, again, some of those key moments that you said there were so many of last night. We appreciate your input. And, yeah, of course, we're going to have more of that election coverage you can count on, Tracy, as we move through this busy Wednesday morning.
Thank you for that, Mark.